Hello, YouTube friends. This is Recovering Yankee, and I want to tell you about a product that I recently purchased online. It is false advertising product. Okay, I've seen this video on YouTube on a regular basis with advertising about this Army Corps engineer that invented this super bright flashlight for the Army that causes, it's bright enough that you can actually cook eggs in it. And it starts fires and it burns plastic and it burns through metal. It is false advertising as far as I'm concerned, and it is bullcrap that they're taking advantage of people. So I bought the flashlight just to see if I could burn through stuff with it. So here's the flashlight. It is called an ELITETAC USA. Now here's the flashlight that I took out of the package, brand new. You can see it's the ELITETAC flashlight. There it is right there. Created by, it says something like, what is that on the back? XMLT6. There's the plunger to turn on the flashlight. There's a strap for it. And here's the zoom function. You push it in or push it out. Pull it out, you get the brightest. Here's with fresh new batteries. Okay, it's very bright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of paper here. It's a napkin. Oh, hang on. Okay, I'm going to take this napkin here. I'm going to turn on the flashlight. I'm going to put it right on top of this paper with the highest zoom function. Make sure I'm on high. That's the highest function right there. I'm going to put it right on top of that paper, just like that. And I'm going to use this handy dandy infrared heat sensor to determine if it's getting hot. And I'm going to try to show you that it is not getting hot. 65, 64, 65, 65. Okay, let's let it sit for a minute and see if it heats up. Let's let it sit. I'll touch the temperature again. Still 65 degrees. Now, in the video that they use for advertising, they talk about how this is making eggs. They show a picture of a bowl with an egg on it, and the guy's stirring the eggs, and it's turning into scrambled eggs. Now, if you can make scrambled eggs at 65 degrees Fahrenheit, then go right ahead and make scrambled eggs at 65 degrees Fahrenheit. But I know, because I used to be a cook, it takes much more heat than 65 degrees Fahrenheit to make eggs. So let's test it again. $64.7. Okay, let it sit a little longer. So listen, I don't know who put out a rumor or why this company, which is probably a company from China, is trying to sell us this flashlight that will cook things and make a fire. Last night when I first opened it up, I tested it out. It is pretty bright. It's very bright. But it's not bright enough to make a fire. There is that piece of paper. By now, it should be on fire. This is fraudulent. If someone is an attorney, they could sue this company, ELITETAC USA, for claiming that their flashlight will start a fire and that it's like a top secret U.S. Navy SEAL weapon. Yeah, right. Let's test the heat again. 64.7 degrees. Hey, will someone please grab an egg and let's see if we can cook this egg at 64.5 or 7 degrees Fahrenheit. Now this has been on for 5 minutes. This is the highest setting on the 2000 zoom. Now, if that's a fire starter and that's the top secret U.S. Navy SEAL flashlight, let me see what kind of SEALs do we have here in the U.S. Navy. I was in the U.S. Navy. I think a lighter is a much more efficient weapon than a flashlight that claims to be a lighting tool. Now, because this is USA, I thought, wow, this is a flashlight made in the USA by a U.S. Army engineer. I want to support this company. I wanted to buy the flashlight because I love flashlights. Yet still, after 6 minutes and 20 seconds, not a single flare-up, not a spark. Let me test something here. Let me see how hot this paper is. It's not even hot. .5 degrees Fahrenheit. Listen, people, don't get fooled by these ridiculous YouTube ads where they tell you the flashlight will create a fire. Recently, a few months ago, I purchased a flashlight from YouTube. Again, YouTube channel. It said it was 90,000 lumens for light. I got the light home. I compared it to a light that I have, which is 1,000 lumens. And the 1,000 lumen flashlight was about 1,000 times brighter than this 90,000 lumen flashlight. So whenever these advertisements that come on YouTube, the vast majority of them, just ignore them. They're ridiculous garbage crap. Now this has been 7 minutes and 30 seconds. That paper is not even, I can touch the paper. If this is able to start a fire, where's the fire? Where's the fire? 65.8 degrees. If it starts a fire, I'll eat my hat. Let's see. It's a brand new set of batteries too, by the way. Eveready's. You know, the Eveready money. Hey, ELITETAC, USA, Army Corps engineer. I'm still waiting for the fire. 8 minutes and 25 seconds into this. Hey, son, make sure you grab the fire extinguisher just in case the thing really does start a fire. Look at this. Now, here's what I think. Someone that is watching this video is an attorney. And I think a wise attorney would sue the company that makes ELITETAC, USA, for false claims that it's hot enough that it will create a fire. So far, nothing is hot. No fire. Let me take this off quickly. .5. You know, it is pretty bright. And I can feel the warmth in the battery compartment of the flashlight right here, where my hand is. I can feel the warmth. So obviously it has warmth. But it's not hot enough to cook an egg. Low, medium. It does have the 5 functions. It has the whatever you call it, the flashing function. And it does have the SOS function. So in that respect, the flashlight is good. The fact that it is very bright, that's also very good. And it will help if you're camping, and it will help if you're lost in the woods somewhere, or it's pitch black, or you're outside in the darkness because of the sliver moon or something like that. But it will not help you burn or start a fire in your campground. If you're at a campground and you think you're going to use this to start a fire in your fireplace, forget it. Forget about it. I will sit here until this battery goes dead on this flashlight to see if this is going to start a fire. What I think I might do now is because I know it's not going to start a fire on the paper. It's not hot in my hand. Let's shine the laser right into that. See if I can. It's 72 to 73 degrees inside the actual light lens. 74, 75, 75.9, 75, 72, 75.0. That's 73.5. Now, I can't explain why this is jumping up and down in temperature, except that it is a flashlight. It is a bulb. It is creating a certain amount of heat, obviously. 72 to 73, 75 degrees, 71. Sometimes I accidentally flip it up, maybe put it down closer. Now it is 77, 81, 82, 83. So it is generating a certain amount of heat, just like any flashlight generates a certain amount of heat. Just like if you take one of those little teapot candles, they generate a little bit of heat, but you can't cook an egg at 83 or 84 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm sorry. No, I think the reason it was going up and down when I had it at 75 and 73 and 71 was because I was holding the infrared thermometer up in the air, and sometimes it'd go above and sometimes it'd go around into the side. But now I'm holding it directly in front of it. Okay? 78.6, 81, 81.6, 82, 82.9, 83. Okay, let it sit for a minute. And I'll come back to it. Now it's shining on my arm. My arm's not burning. The paper's not burning. Okay. Okay, let's do it again. Ow! Ow! It's burning me! Ow! 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 No, I mean, obviously it's getting hotter. I don't understand. Maybe it is a good flashlight. But how long do you have to wait? How long do you have to wait before this thing is able to cook an egg at about 200 and something degrees? Is it going to take me 2 hours of this flashlight being on? And I don't understand why this thermometer keeps going up and down. I have the light aimed right at the laser light aimed right inside the lens. There's the laser light, you can see it. See it? But where's the egg cooking temperature? It's been 14 minutes already. Now, I'm not super aware with respect to this infrared light and with respect to flashlight technology. I don't know if maybe the bulb heats up to a certain temperature and then there's a cooler on board, some kind of cooling device inside the flashlight that cools the bulb down. Obviously, all bulbs generate a certain amount of heat. So that's obvious. Every electronic function creates a certain amount of heat. I know that. Given enough time, and if this light stays on for a long enough period of time, I imagine it would get up to 90 degrees. You know, you hold a flashlight for a long period of time, it turns warm. Hold a hairdryer, it turns warm. Hold your telephone with the on position all this time, it'll turn warm. Okay, I'm gonna go let my dog out. I'm gonna I'm gonna turn the flashlight back onto the piece of paper, and I'm going to leave the phone on so that you can see the flashlight in such a way like this. Let me see how I can do this, because I've got to let my dog out so she can go potty. So I think what I'll do is go like that. Hang on a second. Let me put my coffee grinder here, or this is my stevia packet holder. So look, I'm going to go outside and let my dog out to go potty. I'm leaving this flashlight on full power on this picture. I mean on this napkin right here, pieces of paper napkin that you get at any store, like McDonald's or something like that. Probably Wendy's, where I got it for my son. Or Burger King or something. I don't know, whatever. This is just every time when I was eating junk food, we would go get fast food, they give you like a stack of napkins that's an inch high, an inch tall. So I just have a bag full of these napkins in my house. So I just took one out and used it. Anyway, I'm going to let my dog out. This flashlight right now is on full power. And it's on full, as you can see. It's on the 2000 range magnification. Okay? So let me go let my dog out. I'll be back in a few, and we'll see if there's a fire. Okay? Thank you. Come on, Spice Girl. Go potty. Okay, Spice Girl, have some alacrity. Come on. Alacrity, alacrity. Come on, come on. I want to get inside and check to see if there's a fire starting because of that Navy SEAL flashlight from ELITETAC USA. And look at that. Let's touch this paper right here and see if it's hot. Not even hot. Let's check the temperature on the paper. 65.8 degrees Fahrenheit on the paper. Let's see what it is in the lens. .6 degrees Fahrenheit. So, excuse me, Navy SEALs. I think that a flashlight designed for the Navy SEALs as a top secret weapon is not nearly as efficient as a Bic lighter that you can buy at Walmart for 99 cents. Yeah, you have a really good chance of cooking eggs on this one. You have a really good chance of cooking eggs on this. As long as the eggs are in the bright sunlight and there's some kind of intensive reflective mirror. But I'll tell you what, if I put a raw egg on here, it'll rot on here before it cooks. Now, no paperwork came with this ELITETAC flashlight, not a single bit. Let me keep this here. I'm going to open up the package that I got, because you buy two, you get one. You buy one, you get one free, right? Here's the ELITETAC flashlight. Exactly as it came out. Now, just in case this is a defective flashlight, I'm going to leave that on there. I'm going to get three more AA batteries, or AAA batteries, whichever it takes. Let's see here. I believe they're AAAs. Yeah, I'm going to get three more AAAs that go in this little package here. Because maybe this Navy SEAL flashlight from ELITETAC USA, which is probably made in China, and it's a piece of crap, but it is pretty bright. Maybe it's a defective one. So let's get some AAA batteries. No, be careful. There's a fire from the Navy SEAL flashlight that's advertised on YouTube. Oh, fire. Look at the fire. Ding, 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 ding. Someone please call the fire department. Okay. Here are some brand new Energizer batteries, okay? Brand new. I'm going to open up the batteries. Take 3 brand new batteries out. Three brand new batteries. And I'm going to install them in the flashlight thing. In the flashlight battery thing. Okay, just so you see that spring right there? That's the negative side, right? So, now I'm putting the negative battery in. Anyway, there's a spring there with the negative. This is the spring with another negative. And that's not a spring with the positive. Okay, now I'm going to put that into the flashlight. Putting it into the flashlight. I'm going to thread on the cap, which is on the end here. Okay, I'm turning the cap on right now. The battery is inside. Oh, here we go. This is on high. It is pretty bright, as you can see. I'm putting it on 2000 magnification, and let's switch these two flashlights out. Maybe the other one was defective. And I'm going to zoom the heat. 65 degrees. 65 degrees. Now let's see. Perhaps it is the fact that it's zoomed out. That's what's causing it to not be so hot like you can cook eggs. 66.7 degrees. 66.9 degrees. 66.7. 66.9. 67.2. 66.7. 66.9. 66.3. 66.2. 65.6, 65.1, 64.2. Now let's look right inside again. $69.8, 69.6. I'm going to zoom it out as far as I can. 75 point. So it's obviously hotter when it's zoomed out. 72 point, 71 point, 72.5, 71.9, 71.7, 72.3, 71.9, 71.7, etc., etc. Now, let's test the other flashlight's body. You can see the laser beam on there. Wait, let me move this now. The body of the other flashlight, you can see the laser beam there, is 77.1, 76 point, 77 point, 76.6, 76.4, 76.2. False advertising, people. But to tell you the truth, it is a pretty bright flashlight. Just not bright enough to start a fire, as they claim. So, let the buyer beware. I purchased this, and they're like 30. What was the price? I think I paid you $30 for these two flashlights. Buy one, get one for half off. You can't cook eggs with this flashlight. It's been 28 minutes already. Folks, don't let them fool you. Don't buy this flashlight. It was not made by a U.S. Army engineer, unless this Army engineer was a boob, an idiot, a loser. This is not used by the Navy SEALs to burn things. You cannot use this in a campground to cook eggs. You cannot use this to burn paper, to start a fire. It is not bright enough. It's not hot enough to do that. I imagine you probably need 20,000 lumens to start a fire. Some sciencey person can answer that, for sure. Someone who studies differential equations could probably understand that. But there's no way you could cook eggs with this light. Now I'm going to touch it with my finger. I'm putting my finger on the lens. It's not hot. Let me do both of them. I'm going to put them both together, point them at each other. Make sure this is on high. SOS. That's high right there. Okay. So let me put my finger in the middle between the two of them and see if I'm going to be able to cook my skin. Clearly not happening. Nothing is not even hot. No hotter than room temperature. My finger is literally between these two flashlights. Once again, if the Navy SEALs don't have technology with a cigarette lighter, and they don't have technology with a flamethrower, and they have to rely on this flashlight to cook their food or to attack their enemies, I can picture that going very badly. So you have some Navy SEAL sitting on the side of a field, and he's getting ready to shoot his enemies. He wants to burn them to the ground. So he takes out his handy dandy ELITETAC USA made in China bullcrap, allegedly made by a U.S. Army engineer. They take out their handy dandy top secret weapon there, and they go, "Hey, instead of us shooting at our enemy, what we'll do is we'll just burn them." Here's what they're going to burn them with, something that won't even burn my finger. False advertising. Do not buy an ELITETAC flashlight. Allegedly made in the USA, allegedly made by a U.S. Army engineer, if you intend to use it to start fires in a campfire or cook your eggs. Though it is a bright light. It's a pretty bright light. Okay? Now, I'm going to leave this first light here. It's on full. Make sure it's on full again. Low, medium, flashing, SOS, bright. I'm going to leave it on bright. I'm going to take you into my laundry room, which has no internal windows. So it's going to be dark in there. And I do want to show you how bright this light is. This is how bright it is here. It is pretty bright. And if I take the zoom off, the zoom obviously gives me that little square of light. Take the zoom off, it's very bright. I would say it's about 300, 400 lumens. There's my water heater, my cot for guests, washing machine, dryer, all my, paper toweling and stuff, light bulbs, bleach, extra sleeping bag, dog food, bandages and things. But not bright enough. Here's my battery supply. Not bright enough to make a fire. So, anyway, YouTube, thank you very much for this, taking 33 minutes of your life that you can never get back. And I'm doing this as a service. Do not buy these flashlights that they put on YouTube and tell people that it's going to make a fire. The Navy SEALs do not use this flashlight to make a fire. And if you buy it, like I did, you're just as much of a fool as I was. So anyway, peace out. Share this with your friends. Tell your friends not to buy stuff they see on YouTube. The advertisements are pathetic. They're lies and they're fraudulent. Peace out.